Hey everybody, Krystal Gamer here with a new build today that I'm so excited about. This is another island living build, so I'm super happy about it. But before I get into talking about it, welcome to anyone that is new to the channel. Thank you for joining. I release typically at least 2 videos a week, sometimes more, and lately I am definitely on an Island of Sulani kick. My god, I don't think I have left this island since I got Island Living, since I came back from vacation anyway, and I started playing it. And so yeah, I can't seem to stop building on this island. It's just so gorgeous, loving all the stuff that came with it. And this house in particular, I ended up loving so much that I actually moved my sim self and my husband and my dog into the place to do the testing. I moved us into it to do the testing because I liked it so much. But what's funny is this one actually started out, my idea for the start was actually a kind of resort thing like I've seen in, I think it's Polynesia, maybe somewhere in Polynesia, that has these kind of hut things out on the water, and so there are all these kind of like individual little hut suite things out on the water. I don't know exactly what they're called, but that was kind of what this started out as. So I started building this suite, and then I took this suite after I had it all done. This we're looking at it in the first part of this video. It's a suite with, it ends up having a jetted tub, this nice deck area, and its own bathroom. And so I started to take that, once I finished the suite, I started to take it and I copied and pasted it, and I was trying to make like several of these things out on the water, but I looked at it and I wasn't loving it. I think my suite's too big for what I'm trying to do. I think for those little things, like I maybe you need smaller suites or something like that, and I was trying to make a much larger suite than what you would do for that. I'm thinking maybe, I don't know. So I may try it again sometime in the future, but it was one of those that I just didn't love the way it was going with that, and I'm happy that I changed it because I finished the suite, or at least the first version of the suite, and I put it up on the gallery. I put it out on Twitter, and people actually really liked it, which made me happy. And then I put it on the gallery, and it only got a couple of downloads, but the gallery is so weird to me. It's all a crapshoot. Like, everything is just a crapshoot to me. I can't figure it out. Some builds that I think that are great, like I think they should do really well on Twitter, YouTube, gallery, wherever, and they end up like kind of being total flops. And then other builds that I think are kind of not that great, or just stuff that I don't necessarily expect to do really well, just like knocks it out of the park and does really well. So I just never know. But anyway, that's besides the point. So I put the little suite out on the gallery. I start doing this copy paste thing, and then I decide to trash the whole thing and just keep the suite portion of it. And I decided to take it and make it into a large bedroom portion of a house. And I'm so happy that I did that because it just works so much better. I ended up being so happy with the house at the end. It's a 20 by 30 lot house, so it's not a huge one. I think 20 by 30. I'm so terrible. I'm always forgetting to check these things before I do the video. I'll make sure that I have the information and all of that stuff when I put it out on the gallery and down below and everything. But nonetheless, I think it's a 20 by 30, and might be a little bit different because the Island of Sulani has, it's got some different lot sizes. But no, I just checked it. I'm opening the gallery as I'm talking to you guys, and it is a 30 by 20 lot. I was thinking that it was possible that it might be something different because there are some different sizes on the lots in Sulani, but no, it ended up being a 20 by 30, which is good because that's kind of like the most common lot size around. And technically, I suppose that you could maybe take this and move it to someplace other than Sulani, except that it does have a dock in the back, so I guess you would maybe take out that little dock area. But other than that, this house could be moved somewhere else. It sits a little bit high up though, just because it is in Sulani, and they don't allow us to build right to the ground in Sulani. I don't know why. Like, I don't know. Am I the only person that's a little bit annoyed by that? I really felt like I can have the house up on little mini stilts going to the beach and everything, but then I sort of feel like, why can't I put some wooden planks maybe in front, so people don't have to walk through the sand and they have like a little path or something like that. And I don't know, I just thought that would be nice, but no, you can't build directly on the sand. And that's kind of one of those things that maybe about this is about the Sulani area is maybe slightly annoying. They don't allow us to do basements either. And that I get, we're at the water, so you kind of can't really do a basement there. So that makes sense. But yeah, I sort of feel like once you get up on the beach, you should be able to build on the land a little bit, even if it's just wooden planks or something. But yeah, they don't allow that. But anyway, not really that important, especially not for this build. It's not really that important. It's just kind of an observation of something that seems a little bit odd to me as a choice that they made. But nonetheless, this place, man, I love this place. So it ends up having a little breezeway in the front, and the bedroom suite area, this huge bedroom suite that has its own bathroom, and it's got a separate jetted tub area. And I ended up at the end, it has a washer dryer as well. So it's got a little laundry area, so they don't have to go to the other part of the house. You can do your laundry right there, which I thought would be convenient. Not that Sims care, but in my little brain, it's a convenient thing. And then the rest of the house is separate. So there's kind of like two entrances out of the breezeway. And then, so they have to go technically from the rest of the house to the suite through the breezeway or through the deck in the back, because there's a couple of different sliding glass doors in the back, one that goes from the master suite and the other one that goes off of the living room. So they're in two separate parts of the house, which is kind of like a different design, but I thought it would work for this because it's kind of, I think in the Polynesian area, or at least I've seen in some locations that maybe Mediterranean locations or something like that, there are some locations where you can live and you can have like indoor outdoor living. And my thought was kind of that, where it doesn't matter if it's separate, because you can have breezeways like that and it can be indoor outdoor, and maybe 90% of the time, probably 99% of the time, the windows stay open and you get this nice breeze and everything. And then they're only closed during tornadoes, hurricanes, monsoons, whatever, extreme weather. Whatever the extreme weather is for the area that they have. But I'm thinking sort of like temperate climates where you can live most of the time with open windows and stuff like that. And I thought along those lines, I thought about doing the open windows in the back, but I decided to go with the glass because my thought was you may have hurricanes or something similar to that, and the house is on the water, and so if that happens, you probably do want to have the back closed up. So my thought would be for real life that those sliding glass doors stay open an awful lot, which is when I spent time in Hawaii, I spent some time on Kauai in this residence that had kind of similar to this. It had a segment that was sort of a wall of windows in the back, and it had this massive sliding glass door. Like, I don't know, this thing was double, triple the normal size. It was just a huge, huge sliding glass door. And that thing we left open pretty much constantly. We pretty much never had that closed. We had everything open when we were in Hawaii almost all the time, because the weather is so awesome there. And the climate, I love that climate, that kind of, you're in the low 80s pretty much all the time, and it's sunny and it's nice. We were there, actually, I can't say that sunny and nice the whole time. We were there kind of at the end of the rainy season, I believe. So we had some rains while we were there, but it was still like, it doesn't even matter if you're out in the rains, and the rains come and go so quick. It was like you'd have rain for 10 minutes and then it's gone. And it wasn't like where I live, when we get rains. We get serious major thunder, lightning, monsoon style rains. It's kind of crazy. We get floods a lot, not floods, but yeah, our yard is just ends up being soaked. Everything just, yeah. We get lots of water. So this was when I was in Hawaii. It was kind of so mild, comparatively speaking. And yeah, so you could just leave stuff open all the time. And that was kind of a little bit what I had in my head, is that these people that live here, which is my sim self, my husband and I and my dog, and I kind of wish it could be me in real life. And my thought was that the sliding glass doors in the back would stay open the vast majority of the time. That was kind of my thought with that. And it's not huge living on the inside. There's not a whole ton of living space on the inside, but I actually thought that that was pretty close to reality too, because most places when you're right on the water are massively expensive, like massively expensive. So they're not often super huge unless you are incredibly wealthy. So this is kind of, it would be a more reasonable, if there is anything such that if there's any such thing as a reasonably priced ocean type dwelling, maybe this would be it, kind of, sort of, maybe. I don't know, but it's kind of small. It's not super huge, 20 by 30 lot. So, and I use this teak all over the place. My God, I'm in love with the teak. I am so very in love with the teak. I'm having a hard time getting away from it because I love it so much. And on this one, I did the interior is this nice bright teak and everything. So it gives that nice bright kind of tropical feel and everything. And the exterior, I did this really dark teak wood because I was kind of wanting the exterior with lots of like landscaping, not landscaping stuff, but potted plants out front, lots of plants out front. I kind of wanted it to all sort of blend into the environment and just look like it kind of belonged in the island and sort of blended into the island. And I had originally named it Greeny Earthy because I didn't know what to call it, but I thought that the lagoon took precedence, so it ended up becoming Lagoon Living at the end. But look at this, I ended up running my mouth right to the end here. We're in the cinematics, which is cool. We get there pretty quickly, and that's pretty nice. And so yeah, so this is what the place looks like, and I hope you guys like this. If you do like it, I love it. God, I hope you guys like it because I love it so much. And if you do, you know, of course, make sure hit like below. Let me know what you think too. Give me a comment below and all of that good stuff. It is going to be out on the gallery, and it is a CC free build. And let's see, what else should I tell you about it? 20 by 30 lot. Oh, I should probably give you the price on it. It's less than $100,000. Do you believe that? Or simoleons? It actually comes in around 91,000 simoleons, I think is what it comes in on, which for me is actually a pretty cheap build. So I'm like all proud of myself that I didn't build something for, 500,000 simoleons. But anyway, yeah, so hopefully you guys like this. It will be on the gallery under Lagoon Living, and my EA ID is Krystal Gamer 1. So yeah, and if you're not following yet, make sure that you hit that subscribe below. Check out the rest of the channel and all of that. If you like Sim stuff, I do a lot of builds. I do kind of all things Sims. And if you like that stuff, yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button below, the little bell for notifications and everything. And thank you so much for spending the time with me today. I do hope to see y'all back again next time. Bye now.